Yo, Longhairs. Welcome to episode 92 of Let It Ride. Here at the Eastern Range Outpost, I'm El Rubio with El Moreno holding it down at the Longhairs Global Headquarters.
Hello.
At the North County Satellite Office. It's Christmas Eve. The end of 2020 is at hand, and we're grateful to share a few memories, a few laughs, and a cup of holiday cheer. It's been a heck of a year so far, boys. What do you think?
Can't wait to forget it. 2020.
The funny thing is, though, so about this year is there's so much that you're just like, God, I just want to put this one past me and just move on to the next. But there's so much that's like, this year was amazing. You know, and I mean, we're in a very blessed position, I feel like, who
yes.
We could feel that way. I don't think, clearly not everybody feels that way. There's been a lot of stresses in all angles, but boys, here at HQ, we got a lot to be thankful for. And, the number one thing I want to give a shout out to is you guys. It's just all you guys
Longhairs
supported us through this, who've just been down, riding, growing your hair out. All the new guys who've come in, who are starting to grow their hair out, getting on board, learning about what the Longhairs has to offer and what this community has to offer. And, as much as you want to say it's been a negative year, positive, there's positive, I believe, in it for everybody. And maybe it's that some people had the shittiest year of their life, but they'll look back and be like, you know what, after 2020, like everything changed. So
exactly. Couldn't have said it better.
I think it's a great point. I think, however, it has impacted everyone in some way or another, smaller, larger, but regardless of how it has, I mean, it's taken an emotional, a physical, a mental, a professional toll really on everyone, even if maybe your business is not as affected, maybe your physical regimen is, or whatever, or not being able to see your family, your social gathering, your social livelihood, your spiritual livelihood, not going to church, or I mean, it's been such a broad, sweeping effect on the landscape of our normal daily lives. Everyone has been affected in some way.
And then if you're parents too, like, how about your kids? Like, I really am really curious about how if there is going to be any, like, maybe this one year wouldn't do this, but like, what are the effects on the kids of not being able to socialize, not being able to be with their friends, being cooped up in their house all the time? And there's also that kind of mental fatigue that goes on to the parents because of that. They're trying to work from home and raise their kids. And then what about the single I mean, I don't know. It goes on and on and on. We don't need to get into it all, but I guarantee you, all our customers and our listeners and stuff are in all these ranges, like every one of you guys who are listening are falling somewhere in between this, whether you're a single guy and you got laid off and you've been trying to figure it out all year, or you're a parent working from home, trying to raise your kids. Like, wild.
22-year-old bro, and you're trying to hang out,
just grow your hair out.
Yeah.
It's possible to meet up.
Could you imagine?
Amazing, dude. That would suck so bad. I feel for you guys and gals.
Anyone single right now trying to find man,
it's rough going.
How?
Yeah, I got COVID on my Bumble date.
Dude, did Tinder die during that? Like, I have heard no talks about those dating apps. Like, is there?
Oh no, they're alive and well. Believe
they
me,
are.
I know a couple guys.
Still a lot of left rights going on.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of swiping. Trust me, people are willing to risk it for the biscuit.
Willing to risk it all.
Download. Could you imagine those meetups though? Like, I missed the whole dating app scene. Like, I never just got it, but could you imagine the COVID dating app scene? So like, when you roll up, you're like, okay, we'll meet here. You roll up, mask on. You're like, oh shit, I still don't know if it's
so,
how does
whole
she
new definition.
look as good as her pictures? You take the mask off. She's got a full beard.
Whole new description of have you been tested? Whole new meaning. Sorry, guys. This is supposed to be PG Christmas.
I thought
This
that
is
was
Christmas.
That's
pod right
hilarious,
here.
dude. That's a good one.
There, Chuckarino.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed on that one, to be honest with you.
Hey, here I am. I'm just sitting here by the fire, guys.
So, what did you think about what Evan Elevano?
Ooh, the call out.
Last
my arch nemesis.
hair update video.
No, you know what?
mentioned
Elevano
you.
rightfully called me out. We've been working on things together all summer, and I was growing it out. I was dedicated. I came out with the video, and not to try and use it as a scapegoat, but then came the engagement photos, and when you're requested for a haircut on the engagement photos, you oblige. At least I did.
Was there any fight? Did you try to hold any line at all, or you just completely collapsed right off the bat?
I was like, but I made this commitment. It's on YouTube. Thousands of people saw it. And she's like, Charlie, if you don't get a haircut. And the second she said, Charlie, if you don't get a haircut, I was like, just.
But dude, you didn't wear like, but the shirt, but the great cut shirt. I'm almost.
Here's what I figured. Here's what I figured. I go, we got the wedding in June. There's definitely going to be some retaliations during the wedding time, and to grow it for over a year and then get it cut for the wedding either way, we still got 3 more years to go to the great cut after June.
Well played.
So,
well played.
This is what I was thinking.
Sounds like me talking to myself on whether or not I should have a beer this afternoon. Well,
No,
shoot,
dude,
might as well just shit. I got another year.
I'm in the Sierras here. I got a few more weeks. It's 10.
Dude, Elevano's video. First of all, to have Elevano come in and do a video, I mean, anyone listening to this podcast, you guys got to go watch Elevano's first hair update. He's a lifetime short hair, now long hair from COVID. Like many of you guys just didn't get haircuts after March when all the barbers closed. And now his hair is almost touching his shoulders. He's this close to being able to put in a Hair Ties for Guys product.
Gotta say, he was coming in a little cocky to me. Like some veteran long hair, being able to call out the OGs and shit. Like, hey, buddy, who you think you are, huh? Calling everybody out. Just shots fired all the way around. He wants us all coming at him.
Dude, he wants all the heat. He challenged El Rubio to golf. He challenged El Moreno to table tennis.
Dude, how about that? 4-iron to driver thing. I mean, come on, you had to just be laughing that up.
That's a foolish claim. I mean,
he's just hoping you shank it. That's all.
He couldn't hit his 4-iron longer than my 7-iron. Much less my driver. That was just a little. He just bold, funny. Maybe overstepped a little. Just took that one a little too far. Maybe he said I could outdrive you head to head. 1-to-1 battle, like at least give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
That's just like jumping out of an aircraft without a parachute, bro. You have no chance. But hey, I love the enthusiasm, love the bold moves, love the hair, especially.
Yeah, the hair's was looking good. Great. I think he's at a place a lot of these quarantine guys are, I mean, like
he's the model. He is the model for the quarantine hair.
He's the 2020 rep for the long hairs. Like he did it. He went for it. Look where he got. He committed. He finally went for it. And anybody who was at his same time is going to be looking just like he is. And he does one more year. Oh, dude, he's full flow.
Dude, he is going to have quite the hair. Quite the hair, and it goes up and then it goes down, which is that might take a little bit longer to touch the shoulders since he's got a little power line up here. But man, he's looking good. He's looking sharp.
Did anyone else notice a striking resemblance to Patrick Swayze?
I was feeling that. I didn't pinpoint it to
Yes.
that, but I was thinking the wet kind of slick back, like hard slick.
Dude, hard
poof,
point
the
break.
poof.
Patrick Swayze. I mean, he has got it going on.
I got to go back and rewatch that film.
There are fewer
Oh.
guys that I'm more excited about seeing with long hair than Elevano. I was with Chuckarino, but
Yeah, I
Guys,
know,
speaking
but
of
that
which,
died.
It might have died, but it might have gotten new life too. I don't know if y'all seen this hair.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second, because on your video you posted, you absolutely got hammered on the thin hair. Oh, bro, you're going bald. Oh, dude, look how thin your hair is, dude. You're never gonna make it. I mean, you were getting all kinds of crap.
I
Took it like a
get lot of
champ.
hate.
But
I
like,
mean-
so what's up? What's the update there? It does look like you got
Got-
some thickness, you got some elevation. I mean, you got
Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Are you working anything like, or is that just naturally coming back?
So,
What's the
guys-
secret? What's the secret here?
So guys, I am on a plan.
Okay.
And so basically with hair growth, and I know that our guy Trav White, we have a couple of great blogs about whether or not you're losing your hair, whether or not, how to grow your hair back and stuff. There's basically 2 medicines that you can use on your hair that I've learned since baldness. And not to use any brand names, but there's 2 medicines. It's called minoxidil, and then there's finasteride. Minoxidil comes in either a topical or in a foam, and then finasteride is a pill, right, that you take every day. And so then people also hear about biotin. Biotin is great. It's not going to stop you from losing your hair if you're going to lose your hair. Biotin helps the hair be more healthy and thicker and stuff. But what I've done, besides taking biotin, I have a DHT blocking shampoo. It's like a hormonal blocking shampoo I use every day. And then what really did it was the minoxidil. I hit the minoxidil every night, one down this side, one down this side, one down the middle, and I go like this.
It's like an oil.
It's like an oil. I do it every night. And then 3 months later, I'm not kidding you, 3 months later, this part's growing back right here. This is all bald. This is completely bald right here, and it's growing back. This part right here growing back.
Yeah.
And
for you guys listening, he's pointing at what's that part of the head called? The
crown.
Willow's Peak. Is that
No,
what
that
it's
would be in the center where it comes down.
So this is the crown.
That would be the hairline. Trav White's post. That's the area where you would have a mature hairline.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So my uncle on my mom's side, he's basically got a little peninsula of hair that goes down here, and I was like, that's my fate right there. He's got like a little mini peninsula that just creeps out in the middle, and I was like, that's where my hair's going. And we tried out this minoxidil stuff. You just have to do it every single day, and the results speak for themselves. You can get them prescription from a doctor. There's several different.
I think it is, Charlie. El Moreno on the post. Can we just swap in a quick comparison from his last video and just get the hairline? Maybe we can even match him up there and see where it is comparatively from his last one.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard with this background. We'll get another. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll add that in totally. But yeah, we'll get that for the video viewers. You can get a comparison, and obviously the stuff you're doing works, man. We can all clearly tell the difference there. It's freaking phenomenal, and that's really cool to hear. You just talk about it, be open about it, not ashamed of it or anything. Like, that's a big question, right? We see in the Serious Hair Guys group on Facebook a lot. Like,
am I balding?
More on that Mannered Mains group is like everyone's like super concerned in that group about losing their hair. Like, I feel like every other post over there, guys are like, guys, I took a shower and look at theirs, and they have like 10 hairs in their hand. They're like, am I going bald? Like,
Dude, at the end of the day, the last 3 years, it's just like, is this part look sketchy? If this part looks sketchy when you do this, Dude,
Yeah.
it's going, and you got to refill it
And
at the end
get
of the
in there.
day.
Okay, so just so the guys who are maybe going through this issue here, so you need to go see a doctor. This isn't something you just buy over the counter, correct?
So you do need to get a prescription. Yes.
Okay.
You can go to a doctor. You can go to a few brands, which just use Google. You'll find them, and use Google. You'll find them. But so, yeah, there's a few brands online where you can get the prescription online. Like you don't even have to go see a doctor. You do a video conference with a doctor, and dude, you use minoxidil. You use it every day. If you don't use it every day, or you stop using it, just like all hair replacement products or hair regrowth products, the hair falls out again. It's just as
Dude.
simple as just doing it every single day.
That's awesome, man. You're looking great, dude. And hopefully this is the beginning. Post wedding, we better see that commitment come back. You're talking big game. Oh, 3 years. I just got to get through the wedding, everything. Okay, well,
hair's
let's
coming back. Remember last time we were on the pod, or the last couple of times we've been on the pod, you're like, this is your last chance, Chuck. This is your last chance.
Yeah.
Well, I've got second life. I've got a second.
Yes, love it.
Like LeBron.
Well, plus if you let it keep going over all the way through the wedding and you stick to your once a day regimen, then I would think like you want to start with the full everything that's growing at once.
Dude,
so maybe it's better. See
Yeah.
how the reasons just flow out now. They all just
flow
shine
out.
like gold.
It's gonna be like I'm 21 again. Just hair at the peak. Just peak performance.
When we met you.
Exactly.
Dude, after you're married, people are gonna be coming up to you like, "Gosh, Charlie looks a lot younger. What's going on, dude? Marriage was great to you."
Yeah, marriage. Wow, younger, thinner. He has a six-pack now. Wait, what did that have to do with the hair?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. Well, wait. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just, man, right now, I was just looking at the presents in your background, and I was just thinking about the number one present we've had this year is the collab box with Finn and Ink. And I just thought we could talk about that for a minute.
For sure. What do you want to talk about?
Dude, just how incredible it is. It's the first ever hair tie collab. It's hand painted custom art on the hair ties, and the hair ties are reversible. You got those sick headbands, the Phoenix, and of course the lures.
Yep.
With Sierra Colt. I mean, guys, that was a hit. There's not very many boxes left, huh?
We're at this point, at this stage today, we're about halfway through. So, you still got a chance there, but yeah, they've been going fast. I've been so pumped to, I think more or just the enthusiasm, because the guys are receiving them and they're like sending us pictures and stuff, and the enthusiasm they're sharing is awesome. Like, dude, they look even better than they did in the pictures and stuff, and like what's happening in the DMs and everything is really, really cool. Just like what a awesome collab experience, and it's all just anything we could do with Sierra is just sick. He's a great guy, killer dude, obviously extremely talented. And just, one thing I love about Sierra, just so humble, like for just how baller he is, like in the work he puts out and the business he runs and his philosophies and everything. He really is a guy to like look up to, and who you want to be your buddy on your side to really know. So we're more than just stoked. We're just proud to put that out there. And it's just so awesome seeing guys actually receiving it and being more blown away than they were, like, because they were excited it was on their way.
Yeah, dude, they're doing the reveals and stuff, doing the video openings, like, oh!
Yeah.
And now with reels and everything, they can do the sounds and music with it. It's awesome.
Arguably, that's really the most complete like package set that we have really come out with. And I know that we want to do more stuff like this with dope brands that we like to be associated with. Couldn't have said it better myself about being associated with Sierra and his different endeavors, both Bearcat Tattoo and Fin and Ink and his others, Client Caddy and whatever else. But one of those guys just like having on your side. We went and saw him out, when he was playing with his band at the bar. Like we go to his art shows. Like he's always He's been to every single one of our long mains, and candy canes are sponsored every single time we've asked him about something. So to be able to come out with something that is so, quite frankly, visually stunning,
Yeah.
so badass, like something that we put out there, and this is not like a huge revenue driver. This is not like a massive deal for us. It's really more about just putting out something that's just sick. This type.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's visually stunning. It's appealing. It's fucking awesome. The way that we were able to really, the confluence of tattoos, art.
Yes, confluence.
Long hair, the confluence. I thought you would love that one, Chuckaroo.
Yeah, what a word.
Just a killer collab, a sick collab, and man, the boxes are dope.
Yeah. And you know what? I think just from our end, like, and what comes out great for the people who've bought it, but just take it. It's another example of like making an idea real, like having a casual conversation with Sierra, shooting the shit. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, no, let's really do it. And then like doing it. And then people buying it, and then it's in your house, and it's in your hair, and it's in your hands and on your head, and it's like, and that box, I mean, the what's so sick about that box is I hope guys like hold on. I mean, I think everyone would hold on to that box, but like that could kind of be like your hair tie like storage box now.
Yeah.
And
the fact that
all your stuff, like all your little long hair stuff can go in right in there.
Yeah. And the fact that it's printed on all sides.
On you every time you open the box. Sorry.
Yeah.
The soul of the tiger, just a reminder to just get after it.
Each time. Each and every time.
So awesome.
So the main and tackle box. Great topic there.
Box.
As of today, still available, as of the time this podcast is recorded, still got some available. We're definitely going to sell that out though. And it's just, thank you guys for being hyped.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what a Christmas present for us to have that in time for Christmas.
I know.
And experience it and then be able to share it with everybody.
Hey, it is just strange how everything just works out. Like a little backstory to this podcast, guys. We're all in different locations. If everybody was in San Diego, we would have just recorded this here. It probably would have been a little bit different. We are on Zoom right now for those who aren't watching. But we were riddled. Everything wanted us to not do this podcast. Like we were supposed to record it yesterday, shut down. Then we were supposed to.
Before we had it scheduled the Monday previous.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Monday previous.
Scheduled to yesterday. And then it was at 4:00, and then we rescheduled to 5. God, we got to go back to 5:00. I cannot do it anymore. We have to push it back to 5. And then we had it going at 5:00. And then we're getting hammered. What after that?
Technical difficulties all yesterday. Audio is crap. Things is and then today, same thing. Another round, but look, we stuck in there.
We do it tomorrow.
Russian hackers.
Tuesday. This is our last shot.
Last
time we can all do it together at the same time.
And we're here.
Then there's no.
Here we are.
No, and then my rolling internet blackout was down for an hour.
Yeah.
Perfectly all day, and then suddenly the local internet just completely dive bombs, and we're off.
Hey, you know what? I think it's a pretty good lesson about life, and maybe even just this year moving forward too. Just like that we could take from this podcast is like things that are going to be the resistance against you to try to achieve something, no matter how small or big it is. Like the rolling blackout that we just experienced right before doing this was kind of like the last thing of our opposition. It was their last, their missile punches, jabs, whatever you want to say, to like shut us down. We easily could have been, guys, we're off it. It's done. We got to just do something completely different. Screw this. We're not doing it. But you know what? We pushed through, and look at it. We got it done.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Hey, can we do a poll on the blog? We should do a poll on the blog to see whose background is real and who's fake, because I have a feeling that Chris's background is a little suspicious.
Hey,
Hey, guys, go ahead. What do you got, El Moreno?
I was going to say, out of us two, out of El Rubio, myself, and you, I mean, Charlie, the amount you're moving around and everything, it's very clear that yours is not real. So
Guys,
we can
are
start
you
there.
kidding me?
You're eliminated right away.
Eliminated.
Guys, I'm in my den right now. Guys, I'm literally in my den with the roaring fire and my beautifully decorated Christmas tree, which I decorated with my fiance. We spent hours on it. Okay.
You guys have a lot of stuff for a couple that's moving soon.
Yeah, quite a bit, really.
Guys, the garland, this isn't cheap, okay?
Okay, guys, this is actually a roaring fire. It is roaring. If I put the mic, point
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Roaring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That there is a tree that me and my girlfriend recorded. There's snow out that window right there. Oh, if I move like that, the background screws up. Okay.
Your key just perfect, dude.
Dude, somehow Zoom did a really good job on Chris's keying.
Amazing that we all have the exact same background, Christmas tree and a fireplace.
You know what? I do want to say about El Rubio here. Ever since I've known him, his Christmas spirit has been just probably the strongest out of everybody that I know. I mean,
unmatched.
Unmatched. It really is, especially the guys. I mean, like my mom and grandma and stuff, they like have the same kind of thing, but it's like I'm usually expect it from those people. You don't really feel it from the bros as much, but
yeah,
every Christmas rolls around, you better bet El Rubio hits December. He's got the Santa shorts, the Santa, any excuse he's got, any excuse he's got to be repping it all December. He is. We're over at HQ right after Black Friday, Cyber Monday, doing thousands of orders, pumping them out. It's him and I. He's like, bro, can we just get some Christmas music, man? After like hard techno for like 3 hours. Dude, can we just get some Christmas? Come on. So, hey, big props to you, Rubio. We all should have that same Christmas spirit, man. You bring it every year, regardless.
Cheers.
Every time. Cheers with this steaming hot mug of cocoa.
All right, shifting our gears here just slightly. Earlier, Chuck, we're talking about the oils that you're putting in your hair. We all know we have been out of oils, meaning our hair serum.
Wait.
All
El
year.
Moreno, do you have something in your stocking there? You're going to talk about what you got in your stocking.
I have a just secret kind of notice here. Just landed to the warehouse is a limited edition stock of the hair serum. Or not limited edition, sorry. Limited amount is what I should say, because we're going to be getting a lot more. It's just we just got a limited quantity finally has arrived. Now, it's not live just yet, but the plan here is to put it live for you guys. As you're listening to this, it will be live on the site right now, and you can head on over there and get yourself some of that hair serum you've been waiting for.
Longhairs.
What's it been like all year not having the hair serum?
Just couple. Yes, thank you for a couple of things. First of all, very limited quantities are coming in. It's 60 of each SKU, so 61 ounce, 162 ounce on
so
each.
400 something.
It'd be really light. In January, we expect to have the full shipment in where it won't be so limited. But for the time being, it's just going to be an extremely limited quantity, which is why we're not going to promote it. We're not going to send an email about a restock. We're not going to put it on our social media. And we really just want to put it special for people who listen to our podcast all the way through to the 35-minute mark or wherever we are at this point.
Yeah.
You get to know, man. You're listening and you're a bro or a gal who's on the team. If you did sign up for a restock notification email, you will get that, but it's going to be pretty limited. It's a quiet restock. We haven't had hair serum since March. At that time, it was about 20% of our monthly revenue. So we've been without that for 3/4 of the year. Not to mention being out of the shampoo and conditioner for months on it, half the year.
Yeah.
But having the hair serum in, well, first of all, up here in the elevation, if I don't put hair serum in every day, my hair is getting like dry and gnarly. And I'm down to like the last sample bottles that we had from the manufacturer. I'm really light on hair serum. So from a personal standpoint, it's exceptional that we have it back in stock. And from a business standpoint, it's even better because obviously it's one of our best products that we have, and not having it is a huge setback for us.
Yeah.
But if you've used it before, then you know, and you are now freaking stoked that it's back in stock. And if you have not used it before, but you are a hardcore podcast listener, then now you are just been rewarded for all of your listening, and the serum back in stock. Inevitably, some of the SKUs will probably get sold out before we get the full shipment. But at least as of this moment, when we are here in front of the hearth and the kin and the brethren together, there's hair serum available at the longhairs.us.
Dude, love it, man. And one note I want to say on it, opening the package up and actually looking at them, because I mean, I almost like forgot about the like new box design and labels and bottles and everything. Just prime time. They're so good. They're so good. So I'll send you guys a little video tomorrow, but
I haven't even seen them yet.
I know. Well, hopefully they'll be in the mail to these guys listening before you even see one.
I sure hope so.
So stoked. Guys have been waiting in the DMs for months.
Pounding the DMs.
So speaking about DMs, Charlie, why don't we just get a little social update? Like, what's been the hot stuff? I mean, I feel like our volume of DMs have been up, and a lot of it is like people sharing stuff or doing funny things. But what are you seeing out there? Anything we should have a little discussion on?
Yeah, well, we do get a lot of DMs. We get a lot of guys that have hair tie ideas, actually, which is great. We love getting hair tie ideas. Not that we haven't thought of any of them before, but a lot of them are really good and insightful. And we always just love to get that community insight to like what do you think that people want, and what would you like to see on hair ties? Just like when we did the white ties design competition this year. I can't believe that was this year. It feels like 20 years ago.
I know.
That's another thing that that's a year wrap. We did the white ties design competition.
I can't even believe that contest was this year. I remember you guys spraying the microphones off with Lysol.
Yeah.
When you came in to do the show, you guys were so worried. You were spraying everything down with Lysol.
That was during COVID. Not only that was this year, that was during COVID. That's how long COVID has been. But then the other thing that's been working well on social is the memes.
Pounding the meme.
Been stepping up the meme game, and there's clearly a reaction and a difference when we put out a meme and the guys get stoked. And it's really a community thing, encouragement, and it's all good. It's all flowing.
Great stuff. Any should we touch on any of the hate we're getting, or just move right past that one?
I mean, we can touch on one guy. I mean, you guys might want to could wrap on it. I thought it was kind of interesting. A guy, we recently re-released the Outdoorsman's, and I also came out with a new hair tie pack called the Elements, which is a really cool nature themed inspired pack. But so we came out with the Outdoorsman's, which has a theme about hunting, and then also we have the Fin and Ink collaboration, which is geared towards fishing. And I got a message the other day. The guy was like, "I'm down with the hair, love you guys, but can't be promoting hunting and fishing, so I'm out." And I was just really, I just was kind of shocked by that. I don't know if you guys, how you guys feel. I'm pretty flabbergasted. It's not like we're, promoting like hunting, poaching white rhinoceroses in Africa. We're talking about going hunting legally,
deer,
and fishing,
birds,
and this is a family tradition for a lot of Americans.
Yeah.
And our audience too. So I was pretty like, I was just a little.
I mean, I think I get I guess I get the hunting. I mean, a lot of people are sensitive to hunting. Once you look into hunting though, and conservation and what really happens with hunting and why it is important that there is a hunting community, it really keeps our lands great. It keeps the just management of the animals
wildlife.
and everything, that wildlife that's out there, not just the animals you're hunting, all the other animals too.
Right.
It's the hunting community has a ton of benefits to just what we have, our natural kind of preserve across the United States, you could say. Okay. But I get it. Some people are like, they see you kill a deer. It's like, that's so mean and evil. Why would you ever do that? Okay, fine. Whatever. I mean, that's your thing. The fishing is like, it's a fish.
And it's from an environmentalist perspective. These fishing companies that overfish are a problem. But we're not selling nets attached to giant boats sucking up the entire ocean of fish. We're talking about going fishing with your buddies to catch a little calico bass off the coast of Point Loma.
Maybe a rainbow trout.
Get a rainbow trout up in the Sierras and feed the couple, maybe 2-3 trout, feed the fam that night.
Feed the fam. We're not talking about going and taking every tuna out of the Pacific.
He has done fished and fed the family with trout.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I could understand the perspective where you see a documentary and see that, some of these companies are sucking every tuna out of the Pacific Ocean, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about feeding your family with a couple fish on a nice day out on the water.
Actually, what's kind of interesting about this whole thing is the perspective, right, that people have. And like, think about our ads that get all the crazy hate and talk about how we're the perfect example of fragile masculinity, toxic masculinity, all the stuff they try to hit us on. And it just goes to the same point. Like, anybody who's really, if you don't look into what like hunting does for our actual our lands that we just said, we just talked about in the ecosystem, and fishing is the same way. I'm not talking about commercial fishing. I'm just talking about recreational fishing. It's the same way. It pours millions and millions and millions of dollars into these areas to keep them amazing and awesome and keep going for us and keep people staffed to have rangers and all this stuff who manage that land and everything. But like, on the surface, if you just like how people hit our ad and they're just like, God, perfect example of fragile. I mean, I don't want to open up a can of worms here, but I think that's one of the biggest things I've seen through 2020 outside of COVID and everything is just the war. People everyone's so hard line, one angle, right? Like, they just go one angle. That's it. My team versus your team. And that's it. I'm going just so hard on it. So I don't know. I probably don't want to get into that.
It ends up as a knee-jerk reaction, which is an interesting, the social dilemma thing. We could get all into that. But I also, on a positive note, that's why I think our memes work so well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's knee-jerk agreement. It's a positive.
And it's a chuckle. They getting that quick chuckle out of them too. They're just quick like
chuckle. Dude. There's a heart for the Longhairs.
Yeah.
They're good.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, let's just say Instagram in particular, like why some people be like, dude, you guys, Instagram's hilarious. Well, lately I always think we always have humor and tie it in, like we always have from the beginning. But the memes lately have been just so lit and so fired.
I had to turn the fire down a little bit because they were just too hot. The social media department coming in.
Oh man!
All right, well, guys,
we've had some fun.
We have, and look, we got a lot to be thankful for. A lot this year has been amazing, just incredible blessings, just all around. I think for our community, at the end of the day, I think our whole community became better, grew bigger, and guys got closer. So at the, that's a positive thing to think about. Now we've been doing this Christmas Eve podcast now. This will be our third year. A little bit of a tradition here is to throw it down. The previous 2 years we've had Santa had dropped on in. I mean, he was into coming in, hanging out with the guys before he had to get out there and get all those presents out to all those kiddos and Longhairs. But, unfortunately, we got the message he wasn't going to make it this year due to COVID. Canceled.
Oh.
Wait, what? Wait. Hold on.
Is that you, El Moreno and El Rubio?
Santa!
El Santa!
Yes, dude! Man.
Oh, I sure missed you boys this year. It's too bad we couldn't do this in person.
Oh, I know.
Dude, I feel like everything's been on Zoom this year, Santa. And I mean, you came to Ocean Beach last year for my birthday, and the year before you came to the headquarters. We know the massive hair guy, and man, we were bummed. We didn't think we were going to be able to see you this year, Santa.
Hey, El Santa, we never really got to ask you. We got a little rowdy last time. There was some whiskey and everything going. You were trying to play.
Maybe a few too many glasses of eggnog.
Yeah, well, that's it, huh? It wasn't tough delivering the presents out of that night, or you're fine?
Well, those reindeer, we've been doing it for a while, and they know the addresses. They know. I bring my elf here, my designated sleigh driver.
Useful.
Very
useful.
Driver.
Actually, sometimes we have to get a few of them. We have to get a couple of them. They stand on each other's shoulders so that they can reach the reins.
Excellent.
Oh, we sure missed you guys, and I wish you a very happy Christmas. Oh, what's that, Mrs. Claus?
Santa, I have just one question. Did Fauci lie? Did you get the vaccine or not? What happened? You need to tell us the truth.
Young Anthony and his vaccine is none of my business.
Great.
Hey, well, Santa, we're so pumped you dropped in, man. You just made our Christmas choice.
Is that Santa?
Dude,
God.
he was just there. You
Was
left your
Santa
fire
there?
unattended, which I was concerned about for a moment, and all of a sudden Santa popped in. Dude, that was sick.
Dude, he hacked the Zoom, and he was in for like 35 seconds.
Wait, what did he say
It was
about Fauci?
awesome.
Did he lie? What did he say about Fauci?
He just said young Anthony has his ways.
He dodged. Neither confirm nor deny.
Wow.
Always keep your head on a swivel.
Wow. Way to go.
Bobbing and weaving.
Well,
It's great hanging. Guys, I'm glad we got to hang out tonight and just chat, rap a
This has
little
been
bit,
awesome.
reflect on the year. What a freaking great year. Get to go into Christmas time with our families, whatever you might be celebrating out there. New Year shortly thereafter. Hopefully you're getting some snow in your life. And
I'll see you in Mammoth.
get on up here, El Moreno. We're waiting for you.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, we've mentioned it before, but why not really mention it again? Our working relationship goes back to Sigma Nu, but like when we started doing like cool stuff outside of like college, Chris and I did this, El Rubio and I did this trip every single year called EXP, and it went on for, well, it still has lived on. I feel like you've lived it on. So, I mean, I haven't been there because of the kids and everything. And, it's been tough to try to get up to the snow, and we didn't eat. Yeah, whatever. Tons of excuses. But you know what I'm saying? This is really reviving the old tradition, at least for the Bartow side.
It's coming back. And just quick background, guys, we'll wrap it up here. But we did this trip, EXP, the experience, EXP
The experience.
for 14 consecutive years. El Moreno and myself. Oftentimes it was just the two of us. Sometimes it was just four. And at its peak, we had 25 paid representatives on EXP, including the one and only downtown Nate Brown, who's firing missiles in all directions. And just a spectacular New Year's snow celebration, and have kept it on the last couple of years independently. And now the Bartos, El Moreno's family is going to come back and join it up here in Mammoth Lake. It's going to be real special. Can't wait for you to hit the road and get in the pack up the GX.
Yeah, baby.
Damn it.
Dude, El Sienna is so fired up. It's not even funny. Every day she's been like, Dad, is today the day we're going to Mammoth? No, honey, not yet.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, she has all her outfits ready. She like puts her mittens on every morning. She's like, Dad, I'm ready to go to Mammoth. Like, she is so bummed. Dad, we're going to do snowboarding, right? Oh yeah, baby. We're doing snowboarding.
Oh yeah.
I want to try to get Sadie
awesome.
too. I want to try to get them both. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll do it. We got it going on.
Well, boys, what a pleasure. We finally pulled it off against all odds. The Longhairs do it again. They get the Christmas Eve podcast done.
The resistance. We overcame the resistance. They were really, the universe was pushing to keep this podcast from happening. But we did it.
Yes, sir.
I want to say thank you for everything you do for the Longhairs, being our social media manager, kicking ass, making it happen all year long. And just don't leave that fire unattended again, because Dad's a fireman and he really would advise against that.
I mean, what else? What more can I say? You guys, we're thankful for you. Me and my family, we're thankful to be a part of the Longhairs team. I mean, we wouldn't be where we are without you. And just a Merry Christmas. Can't wait to be delivering our presents in person.
Oh yeah. Hey, El Chuckarino, why don't you go ahead and close us out here? You know what to do.
All right, what number is this again?
92. Number 92.
All right, Longhairs. This has been episode 92 of the Let It Ride podcast. Almost to 100. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to El Moreno, El Rubio, El Chuckarino, and El Santa stopped by somehow. You know where to find us on socials, on the blog. It's blog.thelonghairs.us. Search for topics. You can search your keywords, anything you like. Hair ties, how to brush your hair, how to shampoo your hair. Am I going bald? You name it, we got it. Go to the blog. Hit us on the socials at The Longhairs, on Instagram at Yo Longhairs, on Twitter, and The Longhairs on Facebook. And also visit our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, comment, The Longhairs. You guys know what to do. Thanks for listening, and
Happy New Year.